I want to go to Congressman Brian Babin from Texas. We were just mentioning what's going on in Texas, Congressman, where now it appears that jobs still go begging, even with jobless benefits, extended benefits, thrown out the window here. What is going on, you think?
I think you call it socialism, Neil. Good to be with you. We've been locked down. I was just listening to your guests and your panel and just thinking what a difference a year and a half makes. I mean, a year and a half ago, we had the best economy we had seen in 50, 60 years, the lowest unemployment rate in history for many segments of our population. And we've been locked down. We've had these enormous, generous packages, $1 trillion packages of unemployment benefits and extra pay, et cetera, throughout the nation. And as you just mentioned, we've got 600,000 people plus, wanting their benefits, and we have 800,000 plus jobs that they're not looking for. And so I think it's just a matter, it does people good to work, and we've got to get people back to work. I can't tell you how many small business owners I have talked to come crying and complaining that they can't get people to go to work anymore. Every single day, I hear at least 1, 2, 3, sometimes 5 or 6 small business people come tell me that very same thing. We've got to get people back to work. The best stimulus package of all, get them back to work, go back to school, and open this country back up.
Congressman, I was thinking of knowing we would be chatting, looking forward to that, the president has said it's really incumbent on businesses, if they want to get workers, to pay them more. In fact, he whispered it, pay them more, which kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I digress. But what do you make of that the simple solution for businesses, as if they can afford it, is to just pay them more, equating, let's say, a Walmart or a Target with a pizza shop on a Houston street? What do you think?
It brings to mind Marie Antoinette, who said, let them eat cake, when the people didn't have enough bread to eat back in during the days of the right previous to the French Revolution. It's just ridiculous to say that. Let them pay more. Well, if you don't have enough people to do the work, your profit margins are very thin to begin with, restaurateurs, et cetera. It's just an unrealistic statement and it just shows that the president is really detached and disconnected from the real problems of this country, especially when it comes to our economy. He's trying to kill the economy. I thought we were going to talk about infrastructure, and all I can tell you is that these huge $1 trillion packages that these Democrats keep pushing on us, their $6 trillion budget, they're all going to have a negative effect on our economy. We've had a number of the Wharton School. We've got Rice University, several, and not just conservative, but also liberal think tanks that have done analyses that show that these tax increases that the Democrats are pushing, these infrastructure packages, this $6 trillion budget that he's pushing, are going to cost us millions of jobs over the years. They're going to hit the middle class very rapidly, which is absolutely contrary to what the president said, that no middle class person is going to have a tax increase. That is absolutely false. It is not going to happen like he says. And I serve on transportation and infrastructure. I can tell you, after a 19-and-a-half-hour markup a couple of weeks ago, this package is my way or the highway. That's what we're calling it on the Republican side.
You sound like you're against. So you're against it, Congress, in the way it stands right now. We're hearing right now that by July 19th, they're pushing to get a vote in the Senate. It's a 50-50 Senate. Do you think it would, as things stand now, your own views notwithstanding, do you think it would pass just the infrastructure package?
Listening to what Mitch McConnell has said and some of my colleagues, I'm not optimistic whatsoever that something like this is going to pass. This is to me, and I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious the Democrats have a bait and switch. They're trying to play the bipartisan card when we absolutely know that following this bipartisanship that they're talking about, and the senators seem to be discussing, the president has said he will not sign anything unless it's in tandem with a multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure package for human infrastructure, not infrastructure at all. And what they're going to do is just simply suck in, Republicans and some moderate Democrats to vote for a bipartisan bill and then follow it up with a multi-trillion-dollar unrealistic package that is going to break the bank and has nothing to do with real infrastructure. It's simply new green deals, tax increases, the whole thing, the gamut. And so all I can say is that I hope that my colleagues on the Senate side and on the Republican side are very, very careful before they join in on some kind of bipartisan deal on a 1.2 trillion, which I think is overly high, and then follow that up with a reconciliation bill with no Republicans and have it rammed down our throat through this budgetary parliamentary procedure and break the bank and ruin our economy. That's what it looks like to me, Neil.
That's very interesting. The Democrats might have a hard time, even on a reconciliation vote, of getting that through, because there are a couple of Democrats, as you know, Congressman, who agree with you. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Very good catching up with you.
Good to catch up with you, too.
All right. Congressman Brian Babin of the beautiful state of Texas.